Okay, this is a looks like it's another masculine check-in. I never know what I'm doing, and then it's just is. Um, but I just kind of wanted to see, like, what's the story? Um, what's your current story anyway? And so you want to talk about soul tie, which is fine. It looks like what happened was, so Divine Feminine and Libra came out in the reverse position, but then after that was Mercury retrograde, which is kind of like, it says everything is bass backwards, which means that you came in contact with a Divine Feminine and you perceive them as reversed. You perceive them as toxic. You perceive them as unbalanced. But then you realized maybe you were the wrong that was wrong. Um, and now we've got this kind of like yes, no, like this um, reminiscing, but then also trying to keep them out type of feeling. So I wanted to see what's going on there. Hold on, I gotta delete some stuff off my phone. Okay, so the next card that came out to clarify was the Four of Pentacles, and that's very much like you can kind of see this guy has like he's holding his pentacle, he's got his feet on the other ones. Like this is somebody who's being very frugal with their money, um, really focused on. Some people can call it stinginess, but ultimately it's like saving money, really focusing on your bag, and which makes sense because um, there are three cards that came out, and two of them were the Four of Wands, which is like building a foundation for something, and then the Seven of Pentacles, which like you can see this. It's like a farmer watching his pentacles grow. So it's the sense of somebody kind of like watching, trying to build a foundation, trying to build a legacy of some sort. But then the Page of Pentacles in reverse came out next to those, um, all at the same time. Oh shit, there's another card hidden under here. The Wheel of Fortune reverse was hidden under the Seven of Pentacles, um, which would be an indication of a, sorry, there's an airplane flying overhead, resistance to change, um, or like your wheel not moving in the right direction. It can be bad luck, um, but I usually just kind of see it more as like a form of stagnancy, um, a form of repeating the same cycles and not actually like moving forward. Kind of like the Wheel of Fortune upright is like moving. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is like a tire stuck in the mud that just spins, but it's not going anywhere. And so having that come out with the Page of Pentacles, which was also hidden behind one of the cards, that's kind of like unmotivated to learn from failure, irresponsible, lack of commitment, a little bit of greediness, that type of thing. So, and pages are kind of like childish energy. So, this would indicate that like you were trying to focus on your career, you were trying to make money, um, but there were some childish tendencies there that were holding things back, that were holding that wheel from turning forward. Um, so let me pull a few more cards and see what that has to do with this feminine. Knight of Swords upright, King of Wands upright, the Tower, and the Knight of Wands. Okay. So, Knight of Swords is ambitious, action oriented. Um, King of Wands is natural leader, a visionary, entrepreneur, big picture leader, overcoming challenges, mature and career focused. So I feel like that's how you were conducting yourself. You were being proactive. Maybe you were dating. Maybe you were like literally looking for your future special someone. Like that you were looking for a wife. You were looking for a spouse. You were looking for a life partner, something along those lines. Because, like those first cards were very much, like Four of Wands is, it's also a card of marriage, because it's building a like a foundational thing, like something for a family, um, and it's a lot of like, you focusing on like building your wealth and building your foundation, um, and so you were kind of like in pursuit. You were looking for somebody. But then comes the Tower and the Knight of Wands. The Tower is this idea that all of this was built on rickety foundations, which is symbolized by the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That was our shaky foundation. Um, so once again, Page of Pentacles is lack of commitment, laziness, procrastination, unmotivated to learn from failure, irresponsible, that type of thing. That was keeping you stuck. Tower came in, Universe came in and was like, nope, you're trying to manifest your special someone and you don't have the right foundation in place. You're trying to manifest this, and the universe is like, one of these poles is rotten. We have to take it down. And that's what the Tower is. The Tower is literally one of these poles coming down, which means this whole foundation becomes shaky. It doesn't mean the whole thing was wrong. It just means one of those foundational posts that you were assuming had been built correctly was not. And it's clarified by the Knight of Wands. Energy, passion, inspired action, adventure, movement, sexy, impulsive, charming. So I feel like that kind of goes with like, you found someone, you entered kind of with this energy. Knight of Wands is very like leading with his wand, if you know what I mean. Um, and then kablamo. Okay. All right, the story continues. Three of Pentacles, teamwork, underneath King of Swords. Head over heart, discipline, truthful, honest, mental clarity, authority, leadership, teamwork, collaboration, learning, building, some skills, goals, long-term rewards. Let's clarify these. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, I get this. So Three of Pentacles is collaboration, and then we got a King of Swords here. So you got advice. You got advice from the King of Swords. Okay, got it. Someone who was telling you to be logical. Someone who was telling you was being very slicing. So there's probably something that happened. Like here, this tower occurred. This person is probably in your corner and is advocating for you and was giving you the best advice they thought you needed. But that advice came from a head over heart place. That advice came from practicality, mental clarity, very black and white thinking was how I would say that. Okay, what happened with that advice? I wanted to flip out. Let's see what that is. The Magician. Action, creation, manifestation, power, self-confidence, clarity, willpower. So they were kind of like telling you to, like you're, like you're manifesting it. Like you're, keep going. This isn't it. Like keep going. Page of Cups, creative opportunities, news messages, information, curiosity, happy surprise, new love. Okay. So this King of Swords was giving you advice that you'll find somebody else. This isn't, like keep going. It's like they're basically saying, just build the tower the same way. That's what this looks like. Is somebody being like, you were doing everything right, just keep going. And so your tower, like, it's almost like the way I see it in my mind is it's like lightning hit, the universe hit, and it's like it started a small fire. Like just in this, like in this picture, the whole tower is like falling apart. But I imagine in your situation, it was almost like there's a tower, and in this very top bedroom, there was a candle, and the candle fell over and lit a curtain on fire. And slowly it started to smolder. And so I feel like whatever tower this was not evident. Oh my God, there was another card hidden. What is going on? I think it's so damp out here. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Lost opportunity, missed chance. And that was right underneath that page of cups. Oh my God, that's so symbolic. Yeah, and so like they're telling you, you'll find somebody else. No big deal. You know, like they don't know that inside of you something got ignited. They don't know that though. They're like, just keep going. It's fine. Nothing happened. And you're like, yeah, on to the next. But inside, missed opportunity. Inside you felt it. Is there anything else hidden? Jeez Louise. Yeah, it's like raining right now, so I didn't want to go inside though because the rain smells amazing and it's beautiful out here and the birds are happy. So I just put the umbrella up. Strength. 9 of Pentacles reversed. So 9 of Pentacles upright is like, this is somebody like they are handling their bag. We got it in reverse. Insecurity. False success. Coming out with strength. You're trying to be strong through this. You're trying to like kind of grin and bear it. But to have strength trying to cover up a 9 of Pentacles in reverse, that must have been really hard. I mean, your shit was on fire and like you were just ignoring it. You were just trying to be like, no, the reason that I feel like I'm burning up inside is it's just weakness. It's just weakness. I just need to be stronger. That's what that is. So it wants to come out. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Recovery from loss. Yeah, I just, you know, it's a karmic lesson. 8 of Pentacles. And then what's underneath that? 2 of Pentacles. Yeah. You know, I just need to work harder. I just need to keep my options open and work harder. You know, like I didn't experience a loss, man. No. That's this. It's just like, like I'm sad. No, I'm not sad. I'm fine. I'm just, you know, like that was stupid. I'm just over it. No, but I'm kind of sad about it. No, but it's starting to make more sense. Right. Let me put this pile over here because it's like taking up too much space. Keep going. Okay. No, I'm fine. Then what? Then what happened? Justice in reverse. Unfairness, lack of accountability, guilt, dishonesty, punishment. Something happened. Something happened to you. King of Cups. Emotionally balanced, compassionate, diplomatic, supportive leader. Someone who you looked up to treated you like something fell through. Something that you thought was going to go well didn't go well. And you think it was because of the Queen of Swords. This is somebody who is typically, and what do you know, it's a Libra card. It was one of these that came out. Libra. Okay. Or air sign card, which can indicate Libra. And so I think somehow you attribute it to her. She passed judgment. She sliced you somehow. What's this? 2 of Swords. Difficult decisions, weighing options, avoidance, deadlock, stalemate, stagnation. Oh, so yeah, like that original issue that we were having with stagnation. but now your tower's on fire. And so you're getting increasingly uncomfortable. And so you're now becoming aware of your stagnation. You're now aware that something is out of alignment. You do a little soul searching, and then you're like, I'm a man of action. And hidden underneath, fucking again, is the Empress. I'm gonna find my Empress. So you did some meditating. You did some spiritual shit. Speed, action, movement, swift change, abundance, and then Empress is like abundance, fertility. That's like the ultimate female archetype. Page of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the Devil. Page of Swords, new ideas. Once again, oh, and also one of spying, restless contracts. But once again, page energy, which is childish. Eight of Swords. See how this is a person who's blindfolded, but nobody's there. They're just allowing themselves to be trapped. And then the Devil. Attachments, temptations, destructive behavior. You're like, I need action to find my Empress. I'll keep an eye on this one that got away, that I like it away or whatever. But I'm going to go find somebody else. So back on the dating scene you went. Doing the exact same shit you did before because you were denying the fact that your tower was on fire. Here comes that rain again. That's symbolic, my friend. The Fool. Optimism, trust in life, blind faith. Everything's going to be fine. The world, and hidden underneath it is the moon. The wholeness you seek remained hidden to you. But it looks like it was presented to you. The moon is illusions, mysteries, dreams, subconscious. And the world was completion, accomplishment, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, arriving. We can't go from the devil to the fool to the world. That doesn't make sense. Which is why the moon comes out, because something in their subconscious is there. Are we talking telepathy? Five of Wands in reverse, avoiding an ending. Or avoiding, respecting differences, agreeing to disagree, peace. But then that came out with Nine of Swords upright, which is anxiety, worry, fear, depression, nightmares, insomnia, hopelessness, trauma, despair. The fire was spreading inside your mind, because this is somebody in their mind. And then the Five of Wands is kind of like in the upright, that's a bunch of conflict. Kind of like a wildfire spreading. And in reverse, that's ignoring it. Sometimes it can be avoiding it, like meaning that you didn't experience it. But with the Nine of Swords coming out together, no. This is a wildfire spreading inside your tower. And you feel it at night. You wake up, and this is how you feel. You go to sleep, and this is how you feel. So that doesn't quite answer my question with the moon and the world and the Fool. Three of Cups. Celebration, friendship, collaboration, happiness. Seven of Cups reversed. Fantasy, illusion. Okay. You were dreaming about this person. And in those dreams, you had arrived. You saw your endpoint. Okay, got it now. Got it now. Don't blow my stuff away. Okay, you saw where this is headed. That makes sense. But you don't get to see how you get there. But you're just supposed to trust that you will. That's how you perceive that. So, okay, gotcha. So, you have this end stop in your mind. This and you're supposed to just trust that it's going to work okay. And so you're just kind of like, you just keep dreaming about it. You dream about how wonderful it will be. But then you wake up and there's this. So it's kind of like that this is like an escape. Dreaming about this world is like an escape. It's like a positive little daydream that you give yourself. Because your tower's on fire. And it's becoming kind of a crisis, it looks like. But it's an internal crisis. Running out of cards. Oh. The Hangman, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, Judgment, Page of Wands. The Hangman is pause and surrender, seeing things from a new perspective, change, release, sacrifice. You're like, okay, I don't get to have it right now. Queen of Pentacles reverse, self-care, self-centered, jealousy, suspicious, mistrust, devious, deceit. I feel like that's how you were still viewing this person, because you still saw them in the reverse position. You were hung up on them. Like, I feel like the fire started and then they just vanished. They ghosted somehow, and that's how they left you. Is you saw them like this, so you're continuing to see them like this, but they're hanging on, and somehow they're part of this. Like, they're either part of it or they've shown you that. So you see them in this Queen of Pentacles position still, and Judgment upright. You're judging them. You feel like you're on the right side of Judgment. You think that they are wrong. And Page of Wands, once again another page. Wands is, once again, that passion. So you're like, limitless potential, free spirit. Page is like the exuberance of childhood, when you're just like super excited to wake up and you're like, that's all I'm missing. I'm just free spirit, exploration, freedom. You know, like, I thought that I wanted to be married, and you know, like, all of a sudden I'm kind of grateful that I'm not, and I'm going to enjoy that. You know, like, because I think you realized, like, you got out on the dating scene and you're like, I don't feel like dating anybody else. The reason was you're still hung up on this one. Oh, I'm getting wet. But in your mind, because you're ignoring that, you're blocking that, you're like, okay, well, it's because I'm not ready to marry. It's because I just need to go use my wand a little bit more. travel, do exciting things, have a great time, enjoy the world, enjoy your freedom. You know, like enjoy the fact that you're not married yet. You're probably still young. You got time. This lady who came in contact with was obviously bad news. Obviously. Oh, and then comes Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords, the High Priestess in reverse. Ace of Swords, mental clarity, breakthrough. Oh shit. Some sort of mental clarity came, and you realized she was your wish come true. Nine of Cups is wishes granted. And Queen of Cups. Remember, you saw her as Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and you know she's Queen of Cups upright. I think Queen of Swords was out here somewhere. I'm not sure. But Queen of Cups is compassionate, calm, nurturing, healing, emotionally stable, intuitive, and caring. And so the Queen of Cups is one of the most intuitive and psychic of all the queens. But then to have the High Priestess in reverse, I think that's you. I think you realized that you were seeing things backwards. And that she was actually this. She was your wish fulfillment. She was your manifestation. But she's gone now. Oh shit. Alright, let's keep going. My storage is running out. Hopefully. It's really now. The Star, hope, healing, faith, purpose, renewal, good omen, rejuvenation. She must have come back for a second, or at least you saw her. You think you found her again. Like, I don't even know if you know who she is. Knight of Pentacles, hard work, slow and steady. Three of Swords in reverse, releasing pain, trying to get over how much you felt hurt. But Five of Swords, past resentment, revenge, remorse, regret, failure, desire to forgive, desire to reconcile. You know, you wanted to, like these two together, this is heartbreak in reverse, and this is reconciliation. This is trying to reconcile the heartbreak. But you know it's going to take some time. But you got a star. It's meeting you. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Six of Pentacles. Giving, receiving, balance, fairness. I think it's a concept of like you realize that you were being unfair and you want to sort it out. You have to like, there's so few cards left in this. Oh, Eight of Cups. Trying one more time. Clinging to the past. Six of Swords. Moving on. Leaving behind, releasing baggage, moving to calmer waters. But that also can be a relationship ending. Queen of Wands, courage. Four of Cups, apathy, disconnected. Queen of Wands has firm boundaries. I think you came back, or you tried to reconnect. I see this person, like look how their arms are folded. I feel like that's how you were received. That's how you were received. You're like, I'm back. I'm done putting my wand everywhere. Yeah. Six of Wands in reverse. Unpopular. That's how you were received, huh? Because if you saw her like this, you probably treated her like this. And if she has a mind, if she is actually this, she knew her fucking worth. She wouldn't stand for that shit. Oh my god, it's just boring. Alright, let's do like a couple more cards and I just want to be done. Got almost the whole fucking deck out here. King of Pentacles. You're like, I got money, I got business, I'm protected, I'm successful. You want me. And she was all Two of Cups and Three of Wands in reverse. She's like, I love you, but no. I'm worth more than that. Lack of planning, foresight, stuck in the past, returning salvos. Oh, so she like connected at first. At first she was into it. Okay, last two cards. Death. I know it's over. I'll have to do another one on that or something. But I think that's where we're ending it. You needed to let go of an unhealthy relationship. One major phase of your life is ending, but that opens the door for new beginnings. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords in reverse. Can't get worse. Regeneration. So that's where you are now. Ten of Swords in reverse. And death. That's really painful. That's that tower finally falling to the ground. Or that it has fallen. And now you're just sitting in the rubble.